All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just got the call. Chevy has got our truck. We are going to go over to the dealership, pick it up, see what's up, see what the paperwork says, and see how it drives. Stay tuned. All right, everyone, so just picked up the Chevy from the dealer. This is gonna be my first drive home, and I just want to read off exactly what they did, okay? It's a little long, so just bear with me. I probably won't read all of it. I'm just gonna tell you the symptoms that they got and then what their solution was. So, customer states, that it was jamming into drive, wouldn't go into reverse, it'd go into drive, slip out, right? All that stuff like we had previously did before. Codes P0717, P0796, P0826 in the TCM history. Those are all the codes before that I was telling you about that they could see in the history, and there's like 7 of them. And so they check connector at trans, pin tension good, no terminals, backed out. Following diagram for P796, cleared and drove, code reset, states follow dialogue fault, possible a sticking valve. Code states is hydro or mechanical concern, 9-volt ref recircuit for speed described. Installed variable signal generator as described, IGN on the sensor, reading 265 RPM in range, stats removed pin for further testing. Suspect faulty speed sensor replacement, has codes, again, the codes we mentioned before. Anyways, this goes on, right? Obviously there's something wrong. So I'm gonna tell you exactly what they did. All right, so removed transmission pan, removed filter, removed valve body, removed speed sensors, installed new speed sensor, installed new valve body, installed new transmission filter, clean transmission pan and magnets from debris, installed new fluid, programmed valve body to TCM, started vehicle, transmission was brought to temp, all fluid levels were checked, topped off, performed transmission service, fast learn, test drove, found no further issues, and we are going to drive it now, and you're gonna see me live. I'm gonna tell you how it did, so let's go. All right, guys, dropped it into drive, smooth as butter. But the real test is gonna be obviously picking it up and going. There was no jams, clanks, pops, booms, bangs, nothing like that. I've got a clear spot. We're going to see how it shifts. Nice and smooth. Probably got into second, coming up to a stop right now. I'm going to see if it throws me forward. Nope, no throwing me forward. You know how normally sometimes it would jerk you forward, so we got none of that, so that is all really good. She said that normally, again, I'm over here at Rick Hendrick Chevy in Norfolk. Great service. Grace was my service advisor. She absolutely does an awesome job. She really takes care of her people. But she, again, a lot of these times, of course I talked to many of the service providers, like they said normally when the valve body is replaced, they typically don't see any issues. Obviously, it's not their fault if they're manufactured wrong, but just leaving the dealership, I see it smooth. It is a little different driving the 25 to this, because I almost feel like, guys, that my 23 it steers easier than the 25. All right, we're taking back off. Shifting good. Yeah, I'd say it's just shifting normal. Going to slow back down. I'm not really getting out of probably second gear here because we're in traffic. Yeah, not bad, nice and smooth. I'm gonna kick her down around this corner just so we can, looks like the transmission is just about to temp, so probably gonna take a few minutes to get to temp, but otherwise it does feel pretty smooth, so no concerns yet. Obviously I'm gonna drive it to work tomorrow. I'll probably follow up with a short so you guys can, and I'll tag this video in it, so I don't have to keep making new videos or anything like that. I'm hoping that there's not a reoccurring issue. We're going. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I'm not feeling any jerks or nothing like that. And I'm not getting it where you roll to a stop and it kind of wants to push you forward. I'm not getting that anymore. It shouldn't, right? It's a new valve body. Shouldn't get any of that. Shouldn't have gotten in the first place, but we did. I don't see, obviously, any error codes coming up on my dash. That looks good. I was just gonna check my vehicle stats. Everything else looks solid. They reset the oil. They did all the oil change and stuff for me. New it's good. It's that peace of mind with that, you know, new transmission filter, new fluids. And I just kind of wanted to convey to everyone that it is driving better now. It's driving much better. So I'm gonna see if I can get on it a little bit more. When I get into my driveway, I'm gonna put it in reverse, do front and back, because that's really where it got me. When I put it in reverse was when I think I killed the valve body for the last time, when I was in my driveway. So it's going good now. I don't want to just jabber you guys to death talking. Wow, traffic in here is so bad. What's going on here? Now I'm in the middle of an intersection. It's fantastic. Anyways, I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna get back to you when I'm in my driveway. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in reverse. I'm just gonna, just so we can test it. I mean, I imagine because the valve body was fixed, it's not gonna be an issue, right? But there's nothing wrong with testing this stuff out. Back into drive. Nice and smooth. Yeah, no issues here. No issues here. I'm gonna stop the camera. I'm gonna flip it around so you can see my dash real quick. So I don't know if you guys knew, but so this is the Trail Boss with the 360 cameras. And what I was talking about is the other 25 Trail Boss doesn't have this. So I have this, and we have the ability to see this. And then of course, you know, my tires here, front and right, and you can see the rear. It's not the best picture in the world, right? Here, but you can still see what's going on there if you can see that. So I just think that that is a really cool feature. And then of course, you know, you could put this in the front of us. You can turn that 360 off on like this, and then of course if you wanted to look at the front or if you wanted to look at the rear, I just think, you know, that is a really cool feature that you can, you know, you can go through this stuff and do that, you know, do that sort of thing. So again, pop that back up here. As you can see, these screens are different on mine, like I was telling you. Still really responsive here. Really good, really responsive. But you got your setup here is a little different. So your fluids is where I was saying, sorry, you can go through here. You see how it has the 3 tabs down here. So it's all within temperature and whatnot. So that's always nice to have here. And then my trip just looks a little different. Average fuel economy, obviously doing not as good as the other truck, so that's a plus. So it looks like the transmission issues seem to have worked themselves out, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview here to show you what my screen looked like. First at 25, and obviously if you come over here, you can see that I have the 8-inch screen. Otherwise the other one comes over here and it's a complete 11.3 I think inch screen that they got there. So I really like that on the 23 or on the 25, 24 and up technically, but otherwise I still think that the 23 is nice. And of course I don't have the EvoTech seats. I actually have some new seat covers I'm going to be putting in, and you guys are going to be able to see that, but in my power and stuff is the same here. All right, y'all, so she is finally home. Man, it is way different driving a tiny little stock truck versus, you know, this beautiful monster that blew a valve body in 20K. All right, y'all, let's go inside. Let's talk about what happened. And we're gonna go over the identifiers one more time, what they changed. And yeah, let's talk about it. All right, ladies and gents. So we've got the official paperwork. I already showed you how it drove. I'm gonna put some videos up here for your reference of the day that it went out. I actually have it on my dash cam. I couldn't pull it off my camera footage for the house, but I was able to pull some off my dash cam. Not so much you can see the truck, but you can hear what it was doing, like banging, and you can see the whole camera like move, obviously from it shifting into gear. So let's just quickly recap what happened. Came home, got stuck in the driveway, put it in drive, bang. Wouldn't move forward, just goes into neutral. Put it in reverse, bang. I mean, loud, guy. Like I was like, oh shit, what did I break? So then I tried to creep it up the driveway a little bit, right? Because it was going into drive, slipping out of drive, going in drive, slipping out. I crept it up the driveway enough where I could get my Jeep around to take the Jeep to work, and for my wife to put it on a flatbed and get it to the dealer. So I've got here a part number for the valve that I wanted to just read you guys. It's 242-99626. And for those of you who are going to the dealers and they don't know what's going on with your vehicles, maybe you can kind of show them this stuff. If you're reading any kind of codes, P0717, 0796, 0826, this is an indicator that the valve body is going bad. It can also be any of the things mentioned, right? Installed new speed sensors, those were bad. New valve body, new transmission filter, when they clean it, drop it, do all that stuff. They're gonna program the valve body to the TCM, and they're gonna make sure that it does the quick learn process once it's up with that. Mechanics in here that are listening, you guys can explain it more in depth in the comments. I'm just going off basically what it says here. Some of the tests that they ran, I'm gonna read the next half of it. So it says basically found PIP 5946 alpha for codes, not sure what that means. Check connector at transmission, pin tension is good, no terminals backed out. Following it looks like this might be just a, maybe it's not a copy, okay. So no terminals backed out, following diagram for P076 code, cleared and drove, code reset, states follow diagram fault, possible sticking valve, code states it's HYD or mechanical concern, 9-volt recircuit for speed sensor, 9.3 volt, installed variable signal generator, as described, IGN on sensors reading 265 RPM in range, states remove pan for further testing, suspect faulty speed sensor, we'll check wiring when removing pan for valve body replacement, hence all the other stuff that they did. I think I might have said that twice, but they actually read something a little different on each of those. My point being, y'all, is go get your valve bodies checked out. If you're having any of those symptoms, that's probably what it is. And Chevy did fix it. They did warranty it. It's so much nicer being inside the 23 than the 25. I just feel like everything I've done to it just makes it drive better. I feel like my power steering is more powerful with the electronically assisted power steering. On the 25 Colorado, I feel like it was stiff. On this with 35s, I feel like it was way easier to turn. Obviously, power is a little different with these 35s, but yeah, I'm overall very happy. Got it back, no charge. We're going camping this weekend. Wish us luck that this doesn't let us down. I'm gonna drive it obviously a little today, so I'm gonna drive it to work tomorrow. I'm gonna drive it a little bit on Friday before we decide to shoot up to Charlottesville, Virginia, to stay the night there. And yeah, wish us luck. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think I'm going to keep the truck for now. I do want to upgrade, but Toyota's having issues, Chevy's having issues, Ford's having issues, everyone's having issues. Not really a Nissan guy, sorry y'all. So I think I'm gonna wait. We're gonna keep it. It's got a 5-year 60,000. For me personally though, I have 5 years on my bumper to bumper, and I have 75,000 on everything. So 5 years, 75,000. So technically I have 5 years. So I've only owned it for 3 years. I've got 2 more years on that. So I think we're gonna stretch it. So do what we can. It's really honestly been a good truck for 23,000 miles. This would be the first major mechanical failure. So we're just gonna go with that. And yeah, I hope every one of you that are having a problem, I hope that you guys get it fixed and that Chevy honors the warranty. For those of you who have dealers that don't know what they're looking at, show them this video or show them the codes and the indicators and what it might be. And I'm gonna put all the codes in here so you don't have to worry about it. I will make sure that you have all the information that you need. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. Thank you so much for everything. God bless, and y'all take care.